Hello, friends. It's so good to see you. It's Saturday. That means it's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler, where you ask specific questions and I give you specific answers. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I'm so happy to welcome all of you here today. And I want to start out by saying a huge thank you. First of all, Melissa Grosso, thank you so much for being a member for 2 years. And thank you for starting us out with a generous super sticker. Virginia W., thank you for being a member, and thank you for being my new neighbor, and thank you for the extraordinarily generous super sticker. Really appreciate it. Jenny says we have to go out, so I'll view this later, and then she drops a generous super sticker on me, so most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you. And of course, a special shout out to all of the members and moderators. And if you're here for the first time, you'll have to subscribe to ask a question, but please do. We welcome you. All right, let's move on over to Card Cam, where you can see I'm being boring. Using the Smith-Waite Tarot. Comes in a tin. This is the top. Where's the bottom? I don't know. Somewhere around here. But that's the deck we're using today. I will take these questions in the order in which I see them. If I happen to skip you, it is never my intent to do that, but it sometimes happens. Please let me know. All right. Anna Kay, good to see you. Thanks for being here. And Anna Kay is a member on her other channel, so we're really glad. My question is, this is a hard one. Right away. My son turns 17 in a week, and for his birthday, he wants to go visit his friends in New York City alone. Should I let him go, and will he be safe? Man, that's so hard. Oh my golly gosh. Okay, we will figure this out. All right. What happens if you let him go on a 17th birthday trip on his own to see his friends in New York City? What happens? Well, you know him. He's not going to be out of character. He will stay in character. You know who he is. Will he get up to some mischief? Of course he will. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't I? We all would. But like you know the mischief he'll get up to and the mischief he will not get up to. So would he be safe? You know, he probably would be, but would your anxiety survive it? Probably not. Like this might be a case where you have to say no for your own well-being, because even though he'd probably be okay, it might drive you nuts. So if you have to say no, you have to say no. Do we think there is any reason to say yes? That's really the question. Is there any reason to say yes? It would make him happy, and you probably don't really have to worry. My question would be, is there an adult, like is he staying at a friend's house with an adult parent that you can say, okay, you are responsible for my kid? I would want to know who the responsible adult is going to be. And if there is not one clear responsible adult, then you say no. If there is a clear responsible adult, then you look at your own anxiety level and decide if you can handle it or not. That's where I go with it. All right. And happy birthday, of course, to your son. Revival of Venus, good to see you. Oh my gosh, thank you for my card yesterday. Your interpretation was so accurate. Gotcha. I'd love a reading, please. I'm still looking for employment, and things are taking long. One of my cousins asked me if I wanted to do her podcast with her. Any insights? I'm someone who gives my all when I say yes, and I don't want to let her down in the future. So, and I'm assuming this is not a paid job. Like if you do this, this is separate from a job. And then if you get a job, that could get in the way. That's kind of what I'm thinking, right? So should you do the podcast? I think you might really enjoy the podcast. I think you might enjoy doing it. Would doing it be in the way of any particular job that you might get? I don't think so. Like, I think if you wanted to do the podcast, you absolutely could, and you could do a good job with it. When do we think you will actually get a job? It is taking a very, very freaking long time. But I would say if you wanted just any job, you could have had 1 million of them by now. You're looking for the right job, and that's why it's taking a long time. I do think you'll find it, and it will be worth waiting for. And I'm thinking you'll find it still before the end of the calendar year. So there's that. All right, good luck. Ronald Schaefer, good to see you. Joyous Ocean, no, I have not done you yet. You are still a few away. And I'm happy to see you. Ronald Schaefer, good to see you. I want to give a quick update regarding last weekend's reading. I started doing Louise Hay's mirror work, and I'm doing that. And in doing that, came to an understanding of something and am excited to continue. Very good. Okay, what would Spirit like me to know about my career? Asks Ronald. Well, you're very smart and you have a great deal of integrity. And you're hardworking for sure. But I don't feel like your career is going where you want it to go. I think you could make it go there. I mean, I think it is good. I don't think it's bad. But I think you could make it better. What do you do to make it better? You figure out what you can control and what you can't control. And you be realistic about your potential where you are, your potential somewhere else. But recognize you have a good brain and you have a lot to offer. And if you're in a position where you're feeling like you are not being utilized appropriately, you could find something new if you wanted. I'm just saying, you could. All right. Jeannie Mnuchin, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for 3 years. I've been working on the audio for the Cosmos section of my play, trying to simplify and clarify it. How close is it to being finished, and what does it still need? Okay. So, how close is it to being finished? Now it is pretty close. What does it still need? I would say just making sure at this point that the audio quality is everything you want it to be. I think you've gotten it to where you're getting there. You really are. You really are. Okay, Febborn, good to see you. What do the cards say about my true nature? Underused or overused? Well, what is your true nature? I'm going to argue that it's been hard for you to know your true nature because it's been buried under a ton of trauma over a very long period of time. That's what I'm going to say. And so if we look for your true nature, I think we find you as a a deeply spiritual, very balanced, very wise person who does not like a lot of, you like things to be serene. You don't like a lot of chaos. I think that is your true nature right there. And your true nature is probably underused and underserved, I would think. Mary, in order to not think 24 hours a day about the job hunting, and also to explore possibilities in a future second income, I'm thinking to rescue one of my old projects. Should I go with idea W, T, or H? What? Sorry. Okay, here we go. W, looks good. T, H. Either W or H is better than T. So whichever of those two, W or H, that you like best, if I had to choose, I would lean into W. Nalini, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Is my mom in the early stages of dementia? You just spent time with her in person for the first time in a long time. Is she in the early stages of dementia? I don't know. I could not confirm that. There's nothing here. Like, you spent time with her, so you're a good judge, but you might also just be seeing her out of her element. And like, we can be older and a little more confused when we're older, but not necessarily in dementia. And I mean, I'd love to see her sit with a neurologist and take the test, but there is nothing that I see that would confirm that concept. It's not to say it's not happening, but I can't confirm it. I don't know if that's good news or bad news, but there it is. All right. Trey Cameron, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Can I finish my project by the end of the year, or perhaps by January, February, March of next year? Any advice from Spirit on the project? I think you could certainly finish by February at least, I would think. And the advice is slow and steady wins the race. Just keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Let us not be overly excited. Let us not be not engaged. Let us just be engaged in it the way we're engaged with brushing our teeth. You do it every day and just stay engaged with it. And the thing is, it's hard, Trey, because this is an important project. It's a big project and it's important. But if you look at it too hard and focus on its importance too much, you won't do it. Slow and steady. Yeah, there it is. Trey's like, slow and steady wins the race. That's my life motto. There you go. There you go. Makes sense. All right. Liz Harrison, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. My 15-year-old daughter wants to enroll in a study abroad program with her high school classmates and chaperones. It's a 2-week-long intensive, and I'm not sure she understands the commitment. How would she do if we decide to enroll her? Or another option is to wait for the next summer or the following. They do this program each year, and she has 3 more years. And thanks for using members-only emojis. Okay, so, to do it at the next available opportunity, I think she'd be ready. I would say if she wants to do it at the next available opportunity, go for it. Go for it. And what are the possibilities? Like, you're worried she doesn't understand. She'll figure it out real quick. And I think it'll be good for her. I really do. I really do. And Melissa comes in and says, separate from the cards, my study abroad was one of the best experiences of my life. Same. So yeah, I think she can do it. I think she can do it. I think if she wants to do it, coming up behind that and encouraging it is a great idea. And I can see you sort of trying to protect her from herself. In this case, I don't necessarily think it's needed. So, there you go. Liz, thank you. Amazing. Her dad could possibly be the chaperone, which would help. Yeah, she'd probably hate that, but yeah, no. Seriously, and either way, I think it'll be great. I think it'll be fine. Very good. All right. Melissa, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis, and thank you so much for starting us off with a super sticker. All right, and Teresa, remind you to like the video. Please do. All right, I've been thinking about trying to get Italian citizenship. I've done some research, and I know it's a long multi-year process. I may not even qualify. Depends on the birth certificate and the naturalization dates for my great-grandparents. How do you see this process going, and is it worth pursuing? Okay. If you did this process, yeah, it may not go the way you want. It may not. You have to be prepared. If you do this, you have to be prepared for the idea it may not work. Is it nonetheless worth pursuing? Yes. For some reason, I feel like you should definitely pursue it, even though you may not get it. There is something about that process of pursuing it, both spiritually and in terms of what you learn. So spiritually and intellectually, I think that there's something there that gives you an opportunity. So if you do end up getting it, that's great. But if you don't, it's still going to be worthwhile and will lead you to something good nonetheless. So I say do it. And Melissa, you are very welcome. Oh, interesting. I remember this. Ness is speaking to Liz. I remember that. I remember all of that, Ness. Yes, absolutely. Ness says, my daughter went for 10 days when she was 13, stayed with 2 different families. She has anxiety. She did fine. And I had a session with Christiana for my anxiety I had for the trip. In the end, I did fine too, right? Yep, there it is. There it is. Okay, here we go. It's so hard. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. Claire C., I am so happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Should I spend $350 on an online landscape painting with pastels course? Will it help me to succeed in sales of paintings? Okay, first of all, if you did this class, no. No. I love the idea of you taking a class to get inspired. And I love the idea of you taking a class to learn some techniques that would make saleable paintings. But this class is not it. It's not. And the question is just who you are as an artist right now. Can you make saleable paintings right now? Yes, you can. The problem is you're in a dry spell and you're having a hard time getting inspired. So what can you do to get inspired? Just make some freaking paintings. Seriously. Throw paint at the canvas. Think about a tarot card. You know, you were sending me some fun stuff like poetry and images and stuff and comparing it to tarot. Here's what you do. You pull one card and say, I'm going to make a painting not of this image, but inspired by this image, and see where it takes you. Stuff like that. Ah, Claire, very good. Love this answer. There it is. There it is. And I mean, no shade on painting teachers, but that's not where you're at right now. You need inspiration. You've got plenty of skill already, I think. Oh, Liz is so cute. I love this community. Well, thank you. I do too. Oh, Lumen, that's a good idea. Look into community college for a class. Half the price and you get community and critique if needed. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, thank you, everyone. Melissa, I'll definitely take P's question. Without a doubt, I'll take P's question. Without a doubt. Yes, yes, yes. Get that question on in there. Okay. Barbie Bird, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members only emojis. I would love to understand what keeps me connected to D. I know it's not a healthy dynamic. Why is it that I find it hard to cut this person off completely? And yes, it's the past person I mentioned yesterday. I figured, but thank you for clarifying. Because you know that would dance on my brain. Because I never like to make assumptions. Like, what's the difference between assumption and intuition, right? That's a fun question. Maybe that's our newsletter topic, the difference between assumption and intuition, or how assumption gets in the way of intuition. Ooh, do y'all think that's a good topic? Do you like that? I'm looking for a pen. I can't write it down, so either it'll fly or it won't, depending on if I remember it. But I thought it was kind of cool. Ness likes it. Okay. Oh, people like it. Okay. Well then, would someone please message me and just say assumption versus intuition? I'll know what it means. Just shoot me a message because the chances of me remembering it are so slim. And I do like it as a topic. It'll be fun. All right. Okay, good. Thank y'all. All right, here it is. Barbie Bird. Am I avoiding you? No, I'm not. But I know this is a serious reading. Okay. What keeps me connected to D? It is the past person I mentioned yesterday. Is it wishful thinking, boredom, past life karma, Any advice on shutting it down other than the obvious and blunt way I imagine? And is it detrimental if I do spend time with this person? These are great questions. These are great questions. All right. First of all, let's just start. We're going to work backwards. Is it detrimental if you spend time with him? Well, on the outside, no. It's so sweet. It's so nice until we get here, because it's always going to go here. Is it always going to go there? Is that true? Will it always go? Yes. Yes. Is there any reason to consider that D has some value at this time? See, when he shows up so freaking well, it's really easy to believe that he has value, but he doesn't. He doesn't. This is someone who comes in looking like he is like a Dolce outfit that fits you perfectly. But when you look closer, you can see it came from freaking Temu. I'm sorry, but there it is. There it is. It's hard. He's really, really hard, Barbie. The reason that this is so hard, Barbie, is because he looks so good. It is really easy to believe the advertising. But just remember, not Dolce. Temu. And he's so like in his communication and expression, it is so easy to believe that he is sincere and honest and like totally showing up. And it's all freaking BS. He is a master at this. So why is this so hard? It's so hard because he's so good at it. And it's really easy to imagine. You know, he's the freaking candy man. He's like a drug pusher, you know? He's just offering you some beautiful stuff without being honest about where it's going to take you. And where it will take you is to a place of heartache. Liz, another topic. Dolce or Temu? Master manipulator? Narcissist. Yes, it's true. It's true. I really think he is that. I think he's that bad. I think he's that bad. So, any advice on shutting it down other than the obvious and blunt way that you would imagine? There's no other way to do it. You have to be so clear. You have to be able to say to yourself, I don't care what you say to him, because like he's dangerous. Talking to him is dangerous because he'll take whatever you say and twist it. And, oh, he is so dangerous. And he's beautiful. He's like heroin, not with an E. So delicious and so dangerous. And Lumen's like, yeah, I've known that guy. Right. We all have. We all have. I mean, I've been lucky to be with IT John for 30 years, but there was 30 years of my life before that. And yeah, we know this guy. We all do. So I feel like it doesn't matter what you say to him. It just doesn't matter. What matters is that you get away from him. You met him the first month you moved to Toronto 11 years ago, right? So he's part of the Toronto baggage. And you can't let him be your Toronto experience. You have to shut this down and find a good one. And I don't care how you shut it. I don't care how you shut it down, but shut it down. Why does he keep popping back up? Well, because, excuse me for saying it, Barbie, but you're kind of an easy mark. I don't want to spiritualize this in any way, shape, or form. I don't care if there is a past life connection. I do not care. It is too dangerous to even think about being connected to this person. This is how we know that if Satan really existed in real form and walked the earth, he would be the most good-looking, most charming man ever. This is how we know that. Yeah. Melissa, I've never done hard drugs other than the narcissists I've dated. Just as dangerous as heroin. Yes, they are. We've all been there. Yeah. And they, even in the cards, they can look good. Like you had a narcissist, Melissa, that looked okay in the beginning. Although, well, he was needy. He looked okay, but needy. And it wasn't until we were like, okay, give him what he needs and let's see what happens. You gave him what he needed and he just needed more. So yeah, I mean, they're hard. They are hard. Barbie, when I've pulled cards about this, I get some very positive ones, but also get the devil. Yeah, and that's the thing, is narcissists can present in the cards and to us in a very positive way. Liz is like, bye-bye, Candyman. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. Bless and release, that one. Yeah, big time. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Sorry. They're so hard. They're so hard. And by the way, our next class coming up this coming Thursday, Tarot and Problem People. It was going to be Tarot and Narcissists, but since I'm not a doctor and cannot make a diagnosis, I didn't think that was fair. But this is the topic we're going to be talking about in the class, is these problem people and how they show up in tarot and how that can be helpful and how that cannot be helpful and all of that, all of that. Karen, Texas, good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. So there was that one, Barbie. A penny for your thoughts. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Who's up next? Mediha Ness, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Good morning. We were trying to fix my car and possibly killed it forever. Been there. Can't afford a new one or take it to a car shop. Will we be able to fix it? Oh, Ness, you're so much kinder than I am. I am going to address your comment in a minute, but just be prepared that I'm a Scorpio. And so my Scorpio self, and I'm a Scorpio with a Leo rising, so be prepared for what's coming from that. But first, we're going to do your question. Will you be able to fix the car? Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. You will be able to fix it. It's going to take a minute. You're going to have to figure it out. But yes, you will be able to fix it. Yes, 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 yes. You have not killed the car forever. You'll be able to fix it. So here's Ness's theory, and then I'm going to share my theory. Ness's theory, we're talking about in the beginning of a relationship with a narcissist, the cards can be positive. Ness says, I think good cards come up sometimes because they don't mean bad, but they can't offer anything good in reality. And I think sometimes that probably really is true. It really is true. They don't mean bad. They just are bad. But I think sometimes they are so good at manipulating, they manipulate the energy around them. So yeah, I think it could be either, really. That's my scorpionic answer. They're just manipulating the energy around them. But no, I think Ness is probably also right. Okay. Okay. Who is next? It's Joanne Ellis. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hang on one sec. Give me a minute. Here we go. There we are. Joanne Ellis. There we are. Joyce Ocean, no, but I have to do Joanne, Smile Soul 20, Christine, and Martha, and then you. That's where we're at. So I've got what was that, 5 more before you, something like that. Joyce Ocean, good. Yeah, that was fun. All right. Okay, Joanne Ellis, may I have a card for Ruby? Will she be able to do the chemistry work in school It's hard and she's not getting it. I'm so sorry. She can figure it out though. She might need a tutor. She might need some extra time to study it, but she can do this. And there's a way to help empower her to do it. Joyce Ocean, no problem. Smile Soul 20. Oh, this is interesting. Smile Soul 20, thanks for being a member for 3 years. We appreciate you. My question is, I just attended our union informational picket. So we got stuff going on with the union. And it makes sense because so often when I read for you, there's shenanigans at work. It makes sense that the union has some work to do here. My question, will we receive all the things we are fighting for? It's worth the fight and you will receive, I'm not going to say all of it, but maybe like 60-70% of it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Joyce Ocean's at a conference tapping in and out. Got it. All right, Christine Hallowell, good to see you. Thanks for being a new member and thanks for using members only emojis. What does Spirit want me to know in relation to my spiritual path? I feel new and different ways of how Spirit is communicating. So exciting as I will use this moving forward. Okay, so these new and different ways that Spirit is communicating. In a way, perhaps Spirit has been communicating in this way all along and you're just learning to hear it. But remember that every single thing that you hear or think you hear, you have to sort of bring into your consciousness and into the three-dimensional world. And that still has to do with your skill of interpretation and implementation. And that's where you need to be really meditative and really take time to figure it out. So as you get better at hearing them, you also have to get better at interpretation and implementation, which I think, in fact, you are doing. So that's really great. All right, Martha Vink, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. I'm considering looking for a house in which my mom and I would both live. Would that be a good idea? Plus, the house would need to have space for help for her if needed. Excuse me. Okay, so is this a good idea? It is worth looking for, yeah. It's actually a very good idea. It solves a lot of problems and is a good investment. Like even if you don't end up living in it in the long run, it's a good investment. So I think it's worth looking into. Smile Soul 20, you are very welcome. Oh, Joyous Ocean, here we are. It's your turn. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members only emojis. Joyous Ocean, of course, is Dion C. Monsanto, who will be a presenter at StaarCon 5. Get your tickets now. The link is in the description. Attend conference in California next year or not. If you really want to, it's okay, but I'm not sure you really want to. You don't have to. You may be sort of swept up in the idea of, oh, yes, I should, and people want you to, but I don't know that you really want to. You don't have to. You don't have to. All right. Teresa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for being a moderator and for using members only emojis. All right, here we go. Jobs, we're looking for jobs. Okay, and for those of you who have been following along, we know that Teresa graduated with her MBA and is now getting ready to strut that MBA out into a job. Ah, Joyce Ocean. Yeah, I don't know. Was hoping it would be a good business decision. Yeah, I don't know that it serves you that well. Oh, Anna K, just heard the reading. Well, think about it, because he would be at a hotel, and I'm even wondering about the legal implications. Like, are we legally allowed to have our 17-year-old stay in a hotel when we're not even in state? Is that like, I mean, if God forbid something were to happen, not that I'm saying it would, what are the legal, like, I wonder about legal implications of that, you know? I would want, he is not 18 and he's not an emancipated youth. So I would definitely want a responsible adult, seriously. Yeah, Martha, that totally makes sense. Joyce Ocean, you are welcome. Revival of Venus. My reading is so hopeful. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh, and see, we've already started next week's workshop. Betty Flesher, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for 3 years. Out of curiosity, I just pulled a few cards about my narcissistic ex. All bad cards, of course. I actually had a sick feeling in my stomach just reading about him. Wow, right? Right. There it is. All right. So, Teresa, we're going to do your reading now. Job option A is in person, and it looks okay, a little difficult as jobs go, right? But okay, like there's a lot of people things here, but it's okay. Option B, which is remote, also looks good. Or wait for C, which has yet to come. I prefer to work remotely, but option A is a different one. So waiting for something else, like other options will come. But let's look at what's on the table. If you take job option A, and way to bury the lead. Congratulations on getting offers. If you took option A, you could do the job and it would be okay, and it is a good opportunity. It really is. It really is. If you took option B, you could do the job. It's a good job. You could work from home. It's better because you can work from home, but I'm sort of agreeing that option A is the better job. So either's okay, but I lean toward option A. And if you really feel the need to wait, there are other things coming, but if you like option A, I would jump on it, really. And option B is not bad either, so like, good for you. Good for you. Congratulations. All right. Okay. Free Shadow, thanks for being here. Okay. And Melissa, I saw you put in the question for P. I will do that when I get to it in order. But thank you very much for doing that. Teresa, yeah, A is better. So yeah, I think. But I know you homeschool your kid, so you might decide to take B just in order to keep facilitating homeschooling better. That would be okay too. So you have to look at the logistics. Okay, Free Shadow, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. My question is for my quarterly plan. What advice does Spirit have so I will be successful? Being detailed, reviewing weekly, updating it a lot, or something else? Yeah, let your quarterly plan be inspired by love and creativity. Let it inspire you, not confine you. Let it be fun. Let the interactivity of it be more fun. Seriously, more fun. All right, and I do want to remind y'all, if y'all have a StaarCon 2024 ticket, I will be live in my lounge, Tea with Your Tarot Fairy Godmother, tomorrow at 5 p.m. We have an interesting topic. Marion K. Tarot suggested that we have a time of ranting. So whatever you have to rant about, come on. We will support and do readings about whatever's bugging you. So, come. Okay, Teresa, that makes sense. Very good. Okay. Lisa E., it's my birthday this week. Happy, happy birthday. What's the outlook for the upcoming year? I think we're looking at new friendships, new people, and new possibilities for the future. New courage to do new things. New creativity. So courage and creativity, let those be your key words as you go into a new year for yourself. Courage and creativity. Virginia W., good to see you. Thanks for being here once again. And I know you're not here right now this minute. Thank you for the generous super sticker. Okay, so at the Port St. Lucie Panera Tarot meetup last night, you were stalked by the Seven of Swords. My question is, how can I stop wasting time and effort on silly anxiety related to concerns that are not true? Isn't love the answer to everything? Love is the answer to everything. Love is always the answer. Love is the answer. Love. Just love. Yeah, but what does that mean? It means, and I'm telling this to myself as much as I'm telling it to you, that when that anxiety comes in, to take a breath and just try to breathe into the heart, open the heart, feel the heart open, and really just focus in the heart. That's the thing. Breathe into the heart, focus into the heart when the anxiety comes up. And let love rule over anxiety. That's the key. That's the key. Because a lot of that anxiety is you shit-talking yourself at the end of the day. So if love's there, then there's no shit-talking, because love and shit-talking can't exist in the same space. All right. Lisa, what time is StaarCon open access to the public to stop by? Right. All 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 to 6. All right. Lumen, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. You're up. No, you're not up next. I just see you next because you're saying hi, so hi to you. AP is the next question. What is the real reason R has backed away, and will I see him again? I think it has to do with some contemplation around whether this can or cannot work, and something that friends may be saying. I think his friends may be saying something. But I do think you'll see him again and have a chance to work it out. Whether or not it will work out is a different question, but you'll have a chance. Okay, Dishy654, may I know about my immediate future? So that's such a hard question, right? Because what does that mean? Like, immediate future is like what's going to happen in your next 5 minutes. Why is that important? What does immediate future mean? I'll do the reading, but recognize that that's a hard one. AP, it is frustrating. I know. Okay, so Dishy, the thing I can tell you is you're going to be very busy, and it may be that you're getting a new job. Celeste Taylor, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Will I get a new job soon, like in the next month or two, specifically in healthcare? Yeah, I think it's probably closer to that 2-month mark. It's going to take a minute. But yeah, I believe you will. And it will be very familiar. I don't know that it's going to be enjoyable, but you'll be glad to have the job. You may not enjoy the job, but you'll be glad to have it. Oh, Martha, you're going to see Mom tomorrow for Dad's birthday, so we're holding space for that, certainly. All right. Damini, good to see you. Will I be successfully hired for the job soon? Actually, I think you will be. Yeah, I think it is coming very soon. Lumen, here we go. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Okay, I would like to ask about a recent bolt of inspiration I had a few days ago about moving into a new place with my partner, which also allows me to open my home and conduct sound retreats. What does Spirit say about this? Will it be successful? How can I begin doing it on a small scale and then expand? I like it. So the key is, like the practical stuff, like the concept is really good. The practical stuff around insurance, letting people into your home, like there's so many things to look at, but it is workable. It is workable. You got to get the partner on board and you got to take care of all the logistics and figure out all the logistics, but it is workable and it is a good idea. You start on the small scale by doing small programs. But you have to get it all worked out the right way. And I think it's a great idea. I think it's really perfect and there's a great opportunity. Oh, and Joyce Ocean, expanding your question, is attending the conference good for your business specifically? I mean, any place you go is good for your business to some extent, but I think not for the outlay. Like, I think that the rate of return on investment, the ROI on the ROI would not be great. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Imy, good to see you. What is S feeling toward me? I think there's a peacefulness. Maybe there's been some upset in the past, but now there's more of a peacefulness, I think. Okay. February, looking forward to it. Vaishali, good to see you. How can I make the best use of this month for my betterment? Last 2 to 3 months have been stagnant for me. I just want to make this month and coming days to be worthy. Vaishali, you're up next. Free Shadow, that makes so much sense. I've been thinking about decorating my planner with stickers and washi tape, and you confirmed it. That, while I was saying it, I was like, what am I even talking about? That makes so much sense. Yes, yes, I love it. Okay. Vaishali. Lumen, I think the business plan is necessary. Yeah, that's what it's going to take. Yeah. All right, Vaishali. Vaishali, I think you're being hard on yourself. I think you're doing that plan procrastinate thing again. Just do the best you can showing up and let that be good enough. Let the best you can do be good enough because it is good enough. That's what I have to say about that. Hey, Caroline, good to see you. We see Carolyn just came in and Caroline just came in. Fabulous. Okay. Magnets Millions. Insight into the man you'll marry. So this could mean two things. It could mean that you're engaged to someone and you want some insight about the person you're engaged to that you already know. Or it could be that you have not found that person and you want some insight into what a person you might choose to marry might be like. I'm guessing it's the second, but it could be either, the way you worded it, just saying. I think the right person for you needs to be someone who is flexible and spontaneous, needs to be someone who has been through some difficulty and survived it and allowed difficulty to make him better, not bitter, and needs to be someone who can be a full partner, not someone who's going to try to dominate. All right. Okay, Mahala Lakshmi, good to see you. I want to move to London. Is it possible? How well will things go? Do you see anything like moving abroad? Yeah, I think this is a perfect idea. I don't see a problem with it at all. You know when you want to do it. You know how to do it. I see no problems with doing it. I think it's a great idea. Okay. Clean Music Lover, good to see you. Ashley, yours is the next question. Oh my goodness, I've been feeling very depressed and trying to stay positive. Okay. What are my angels trying to communicate to me? I keep seeing angel numbers everywhere and I even found a feather. Okay. I think whenever you see those things, just take it as encouragement. To remember that you are loved, loving, and lovable. To remember that you are capable and to remember that the energy is always moving to bring better things into your life. Good luck. Jennifer, good to see you. What sort of person was S in my life? I used to like her very much, but now I feel she has betrayed me. Is that true? I mean, she's always been a little up and down. She is likable. She is fun to be with, but in a particular situation, she's going to look out for herself first. So yeah, it could happen. It could happen. I think that is the way she is. Oh, Ashley, thank you so much. Pip, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. I'm just wondering if care work is what I should be doing right now. I seem to be getting these jobs presented to me. It would be caring for people in their home. Oh, Dina, you're so smart and you're such a good reader. You picked out exactly where that message came from. Fabulous. Fabulous. Pip, if you want to do it, you'd actually be good at it. I don't know that you have to or that you should, but I can tell you if you want to, you'd be good. Okay, Preetha is up next. Can you do a reading on my dad's life? He lost his parents when he was 10, brought up by his sisters, happy with his life. What does he feel about me? Is he feeling burdened about all the business he is doing now currently? What does he think about after I flunked my exams? I mean, he's worried about you, but he loves you and he's going to do what he can to help you. I mean, I really believe he loves you and he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Okay. Here it is, Melissa. We've got P's question. And once again, thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. And yeah, you can always, just know, you can always ask a P question if you want to. Just roll that right in anytime you want. He's curious what he should do to rest. He's been working 12 to 15 hours a day lately. He needs to force himself. He's got that kind of adrenaline and his job is such that he can work that much. So this is on him because the job's always going to be like that. And he needs to tame himself. He needs to make this happen. And it's going to be, figuring out what's the right amount of time to dedicate to work at this time. And it's probably going to be more than 8 hours, but less than 14. And learning how to prioritize the different tasks. And learning how to supervise himself to make himself check out when he needs to. And once he's off work, doing the things that are healing and nurturing. So it's like a next level of self-accountability, really. Okay. Melissa, you are very welcome. Next question I see is a penny for your thoughts. I don't know when I have to move, maybe after Christmas. I have an image of one of those quaint places very close to school, one with a backyard. What do the cards have to say, please? Okay, do we think you'll get a place like that? Yeah, I think very likely you will. Very likely you'll be able to get what you want. I know the whole thing is terrifying, but I think you'll be able to get what you want. Okay. Julie, is Kay really a psychic person? I know she is a Reiki master, but sometimes I feel she's psychic and sometimes not. Does her intuition really work? Sometimes it does, but sometimes she says things that she thinks are her intuition that are really her opinion. So just be aware of that. Okay. Oh, here's a fun one. Gemini Sun, good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Hang on, I just overscrolled. You can tell, can't you? And it's a puppy question. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There you are. Gemini Sun, thanks for being a member for more than a year, and thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members only emojis. Should I get a puppy now or wait a bit? Puppy now, puppy wait. You know, I can come up with every practical reason to not get a puppy now, but the cards say get a puppy now. So if you want a puppy now, you've just been given permission. Okay. Oh, Melissa, I wonder if the positive cards, we're back to the narcissists, which will be a discussion we have Thursday night. Do the positive cards represent the masks worn by the narcissist? I think they can, yeah. Yeah. Priya, good to see you. What do my juniors in my college think about me? I feel more anxious around them. I think they like you. I think they look up to you. I think they look up to you. I think you feel nervous because you know you're in a role and you're like you have imposter syndrome. Get over your imposter syndrome and you'll feel better. Okay. Liz Moore. Oh, Anna Kay, if you're still here, yeah, tell him I said that. You can absolutely blame me for that. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. I remember when Allison was a teenager and going to prom with her then boyfriend, all of her friends' parents were like chipping in to get the couple's hotel rooms after prom. And we were the family that was like, yeah, no, that's not happening. We're not doing this. And like there were all like the legal considerations that I had, but John and I also thought it was so funny because we're like so feral and all of that. We thought it was so funny that we were the conservative parents, but we were. Go figure. Okay. Liz Moore, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. What's with my love life or lack thereof? What do I need to know from the universe? Love is coming. Liz, love is coming, and you deserve that more than anyone I know. Love is coming. Just be open. Why hasn't it been here yet? Because you've been healing and learning. Love is coming. Just be open. Dina Moscow, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. What should I know about my severance package? I think it's going to be okay, but not as good as you deserve. And I don't know if you can negotiate for better. You might try, but I'm not sure that you can negotiate for better. Okay, Carolyn B., so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. I feel like I'm in a slump and exhausted. How can I get out of it? I hate that feeling. I understand. The only way out of it is through it. You need to sleep. You need to feed your slumpy self and do whatever it is you need to do. Sit on the couch and watch stupid TV. Eat popcorn. Take a nap. Do what you have to do to rest, and then you will be rejuvenated. Oh my gosh, Liz Moore, you're going to fly in for StaarCon this year. Holy, I'm going to give you the biggest hug if you allow. Consent is important, but StaarCon's going to be so good. Shoot me an email. Email me. I have something to tell you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Wow, that's so exciting. All right. Carolyn B., good luck. Well, thank you. Hugs back. Perfect. Okay. Baby Cake, so good to see you. Am I doing enough in the job search? People are telling me that you need to be proactive, but when I am more proactive, I'm being ghosted. So I just want to know if I'm doing enough. Now I've got swollen eyelids and on my way to the eye doctor. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So regarding the swollen eyelids, the eye doctor will take care of it. It will be fine. Text me. Yes, Liz, text me for sure. For sure. Dita, Tarot keeps it all real. Seriously. Okay, Baby Cakes, are you doing enough? I don't know what more you could be doing. I think you're doing enough. Yeah, I think you're doing enough. Absolutely. Okay. And Liz, I've got time this afternoon if you want, or tomorrow. Seriously, just reach out. Okay. Had a K. Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. Sounds gross, right? And oh my gosh, that was like, I mean, Allison graduated in she's in her late 30s now. So that was a while ago too. Yes, I did you already, Damini. I think it will happen. Hang in there. It will happen. All right, my friends. From my perspective, I've gotten to everyone. If I accidentally skipped you, I am so sorry. Please let me know. If you have not asked yet, it is last call for readings, y'all. I will be back Monday with your 3-card weekly reading. The link is already up. Quinn Kilharius, Renata, I skipped you and I saw you too. Oh my gosh. Going back to find you. And anyone else, y'all, let me know. It happens. It always happens. Rarely do I get through this without skipping someone. And I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. And I knew you were here. I saw it. And I think I even remember the question because I think it's about lasting love. Isn't it? Isn't it? But where are you? Where are you? Looking for you. And anyone else, last call for readings, y'all. Where are you? Oh, you're after Baby Cakes. My goodness, thank you. What am I, blind? Good Lord. Yes. Yep. What can I do to attract a healthy, lasting love? Thank you. I see it right there. Thank you. I'm so silly. Thank you so much. Okay. And thank you, Anna, for helping out. Appreciate it. Okay. What can you do? Renata, Quinn Kilharius, and I pronounced that wrong. What can you do to attract a healthy, loving partner? This is going to sound so stupid. I'm going to give you the magical piece too, but the piece right here is be yourself. Don't be afraid to be online. Don't be afraid to do the online thing. Be yourself and demand what you're looking for. Because what you have to do is attract a lot of suitors and then get rid of the ones that aren't right, and the right one will remain. Now, magically, I strongly feel like you need to be burning herbs. What herbs do you need to be burning? I'm not sure. There may be some in your culture very specifically that you would burn for love, but I would be looking into, and I don't know why, but something minty. I feel like some kind of like wintergreen or spearmint or something. Maybe even eating it or carrying it could help. So look into the herbology of the magic here. Yeah. All right. All right, let's try this again. Thank you so much. Did I skip anyone else? Probably I did. Let me know. Let me know. It is last call for readings, y'all. Friends, if you have a StaarCon 2024 ticket, join me in my lounge, Tea with Your Tarot Fairy Godmother, on tomorrow at 5 p.m. I'll look forward to seeing you there, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Remember, we have a class next Thursday. The link is already up. There are links in the description to get your StaarCon ticket, to get a reading with me, to become a member of this channel. Do all three. Thank you all so much. And of course, a special shout out to the people helping out today with super chats and super stickers. And a special shout out to the members and the moderators. And a big welcome to the new subscribers. I appreciate you all so much. Have a great weekend.